Hey, Marshmath is the fourth here. Honestly, you know what? The truth of the matter of fact is that I really don't need a wife. The only reason I even made a video like that, and I deleted it by the way, but the only reason I even made a video like that is because there's just so many people, like so many of my peers, just surpassing me in every possible way in life. Guys graduating from high school, and even if they're not married, which they're probably not, but they still have a girlfriend, and their girlfriend probably has like a baby too, or a few, or at least is pregnant for that matter. And these are also guys who have probably had jobs since, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 years of age, and maybe the girl as well, until of course she becomes a mother. Obviously she'll probably be a stay-at-home mom, if anything. And most guys my age, and even younger than me, obviously I'm mainly talking about guys even younger than me, or even when I myself was a teen, most guys were out getting their driver's license and getting a car and shit like that, and just doing stuff and grinding and hustling and just doing the normal stuff that is, well, overrated, but overrated in a good way because it's normal and it's what everybody should try to do. And I mean, of course most people do. That's just the truth. And I'm one of those few who didn't do that, and I live with so much regret every single day of my life because I didn't even do such simple things like take driver's training and get a driver's license. I didn't even try that hard to get a job as a teenager. I did try. I definitely did try with an old friend of mine who was a total asshole, but we both did try to get jobs all throughout our teens, from pretty much 15, 16, and so on and so forth, but it never happened for either of us. And we did get tons of applications from what I remember. We walked around a lot too, which is good exercise, but he himself was a man whore, and he was a jerk anyway. He was just a prick, but we were alike in some ways, I will say that. But I mean, I don't know, I just feel really sad because I didn't do so many things that most people my age and younger than me either have done or are still doing or whatever. Just my peers in general are just totally surpassing me in every possible way, whereas I myself am nowhere in life at all. And the feeling of it is just, I don't know, it's miserable. It's miserable to be alive in such a advanced world in every possible way, literally. This world is so advanced and just so booming in industry and so much other stuff, and time just goes by so fast. And I mean, that's another thing I really regret, wasting so much time of my life. Like, how do I put this? When you either have absolutely nothing to do, if you're not trying to do anything with your life that's worth living for, or can't find a meaning, a purpose, destiny, calling, vocation, your days will go by so fast. Your days will feel like hours. And I mean hours as in like very, very short. Your weeks will feel like a couple or a few days. Months will feel like weeks at the most. In a year, a whole year will feel like a few months. That's how fast my life has gone by, and just time in general seems to just fly by. Even when I'm hardly doing anything with my life, Even if I'm totally bored, time still seems to be moving so quick. And you know what, in a way, I'm kind of surprised, because, you know, I would only think that days would go by fast if you're like wasting time, as in doing something fun, like watching a movie, watching a show, playing video games, or whatever. But really, time goes by so quick, even when you have nothing to do and are just bored out of your mind. Time will still go by fast. The only time I have ever really felt time go so slow for me, honestly, was when I used to be in school, for example. Hours would feel like days, and I would just always want the day to be over because I fucking hated school. And I would always look at the clock and just think about going home and just getting the fuck out of that place. And it would be the same when I ever had the chance and opportunity to work, like odd jobs, for example. Time went by, or at least seemed to go by, very slow, because that's the thing. Time only will go by slow, or at least seem like it does, when you're working. Whatever work that may be, whether it's schoolwork or job, time will seem to go by really slow. And in a way, that's what I want, for at least a job. Because for so many years of my life that have been just utterly wasted and just thrown away, that I can never get back, it's just gone by so fast, like in the blink of an eye. I'm honestly surprised I'm even 22 years old. I'm surprised it's the fucking year of 2019. I am shocked. I am beyond shocked. You know, and it's kind of funny in a way. I remember back when I was like a kid, and even in, say, my early teens or whatever, and every time I would get like a renewed ID or something, and I would see where it would say on the ID, under 18 until 2015, or I'll be 18 in 2015. And I would always look at the year 2015 and even think about when I would be 18 years old, when I was a little kid and in my early teens, and even mid-teens, and I would think, man, that's not gonna happen for a while. That is so long from now. And then 2015 came, and I was just like, holy fuck. This is fucking insane. I mean, even when I was 17 years old in 2014, which was exactly 5 years ago, that was the first age of many that I mentally and emotionally felt old at, because it's the year right before you turn 18, which is when you're legally an adult. And so I was just like, when I was 17, I felt old as fuck. Honestly, at 17 years old, I felt old as fuck. And I even looked kind of old for my age, even when I was 16. And it's because of this big-ass beard and mustache and shit I got going on, that I've had going on since then. But honestly, I think it's also because of the amount of years I've been jerking off for the past 8 years, since 2011, since the age of 14, all the way up to 2019, and I'm 22. And you know what? I would love to have a girlfriend so I could at least have a bunch of sex with, to make up for all the many years I've wasted just masturbating, which is just extremely depressing, even as it sounds. And I mean, of course I want pleasure too. I want tons of pleasure. And I make that very obvious too in my videos. Anyway, I'm out.